Your stream will start shortly. You can close the video. Alrighty. Let me do. Okay, cool. All right. All right, perfect. So I'm going to share this out to the community. Okay, cool. All right. All right, perfect. So I'm going to share this out to the community. Have you heard of this? Do you use multiple PCs at once?
For what purposes? To like
Just
stream or?
do you ever like find yourself like I guess just having like two computers up at the same time? Have you heard of this?
That's literally what I'm doing right now.
And so there's this new it's actually not new. My friend
For
told me about but
what
basically
purposes?
it's
To like
it's this software called Synergy, I believe. And so you can
synergy?
you can share your your mouse with two computers at the same time.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a game changer. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, and they'll offer. Oh, this is fascinating. They're offering it free to COVID-19 medical and response workers.
Oh,
Because that would
interesting.
make sense. Like if you have to transfer, there's probably like a lot of different computer systems in hospitals that need to talk to each other.
Oh, for sure. All right.
That's fascinating.
I'll put that there. Cool. We are good to go.
Nice.
What's up, everybody? This is Creston, aka Not Cirque. So Not Cirque is basically my name spelled backwards. So very clever there. I'm here with Ren, and we are doing episode 1 of DC Gaming Group Direct. So this is going to be our weekly video show where we talk about what's going on in the DC Gaming Group community. What do we have planned for the community? What type of events that we have going on? All sorts of activities. It's going to be we're going to be playing around with the format of this show as we go along. So definitely bear with us. We're going to start having fancy graphics and things of that sort. So so let's get into the show proper. Ren, what is going on?
Not much. It is raining. And I defeated a mini boss in Hollow Knight. So really, it can't be too bad. It's a good day for gaming. It's a good evening for gaming, rather.
For sure. If it's raining, that means my cat has gone hiding. She doesn't even like the sound of hard rain.
No.
Yeah, so she's somewhere either in her closet or under the couch, even though she can't fit under the couch, but she somehow makes it under there. So I'm glad it's raining because like it was crazy hot today. So
it was so humid today. I woke up. I've been trying to wake up early and go for runs, to be healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I woke up at 9:00 this morning to go for my run. I'm based out of San Antonio for my day job, so 9:00 is 8:00 their time, so it's fine. And it was still like 90 some degrees. It's like
there's no escaping. Oh. There's no escaping. Even at night, I remember I took out the trash like it was like late last week, and it was just like steaming. I was just like, whoa, like this is going to be even worse this week. So this is not fun.
oh god.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say they even closed the COVID testing facilities.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because of the heat advisory. I think it's
Ooh.
because the volunteers have to be outdoors
Mm-hmm.
to test because it's a drive-up service.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's going to have some implications too for just our phases.
Yeah, we just have it's like this 2020 is just a layer of just like god
It's
dang.
quite bad. It's
Yeah.
quite bad.
But cool. So Ren, when did we meet? Was this 20 about 2016, 2015?
I was thinking about this. I think it has to be 2016
Mhm.
because I was in Texas the summer after I graduated. So that next awesome con I would have gone to would have been 2016.
Oh, okay. Got you. Perfect. Okay. And that was like the first wave of like, oh snap, like this was when I was really getting into like tag. And Terrence he went abroad, and so I was like basically manning the ship, and it was but definitely a oh shit moment. And then we met at
Yeah.
AwesomeCon, so that was extremely awesome. And yeah, I think when it comes to DC Gaming Group, I think this is something that we've always wanted to do, even like when we were working with Tag. Um, but what does DC Gaming Group mean to you?
So just to tell the kids at home really quick what tag is, and how that became DCGG, was tag stands for technology and gaming. And so the whole idea is that kids like video games, but they also hate, sitting down and learning. And activities like coding, unfortunately, are very much sit down, heads down sort of activities to learn, but it doesn't have to be that way. So the idea is that we are going to trick kids into learning the basics of coding with something they already enjoy, and that is video games. So Tags had a series of after school programs and workshops that pretty much provided the both the teaching experience, so game developers and developers like myself and Creston, into DC public schools that may or may not already have that capabilities, based on some of the computer labs Creston and I visited. A lot of them don't. But the second kind of arm of Tag was really gaming as a culture and gaming as a way to bring people together. So some of the really cool stuff we did was we set up consoles for like reunions and events. And it was really cool because you go to an event or you go to a networking thing, and if you don't know anybody, maybe you find a nice corner and just kind of huddle into that. And it's starting conversations and forming connections. It doesn't come naturally to a lot of people, and all of that changes when you add in a video game console. People will meeting new friends, meeting new colleagues. There was these two kids I remember at one of our events who were just like too shy, like hiding behind their moms the whole time. We set up the gaming consoles, and they were like instant besties. It was like a beautiful, beautiful sight. So DCGG kind of really comes out of that of Tag, where it's like we want to continue to make those connections, and continue creating the environments where we allow people to meet each other, form new relationships and connections, through something we all here enjoy, and that is video games.
For sure.
And so, yeah, I forget the second part of that question though. Question.
Oh no, no. So in terms of what's your relationship with video games, and what are some of the things that you've been playing recently?
So I am a just naturally kind of like a competitive person. So I really like having something in front of me that I have to work at, right? And so I definitely like puzzlers. So my relationship with video games kind of goes back to my very, very first console, which was the Game Boy Color. It was, I forget the actual name of it, but it was the see-through kind of purplish Game Boy.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I know it's like a weird name for that. I
it
forget.
has a name. I just can't
Yeah.
remember what it's called. Um, so I had one of those, and then I had Super Mario on it. And so just grinding at that to beat it. That was my very first, experience with video games. And it's just like, this is something that I need to work at and get better at. And then when I do good at it, then that's my accomplishment. So from that experience, I play a lot of Zelda. If you are on the server and the happy hours a lot, I have strong opinions on the Legend of Zelda franchise. It's absolutely my favorite.
I want to get
Generally though,
I want to get you to make a new popular thing where a lot of like I guess like content creators are doing is like making these tier lists and stuff. So I want you to make a tier list of the Zelda games, like rank them from from basically like rank A to what do they usually go to, like I guess F or something.
oh, because it's like it starts with like Superb, right? And then
Yeah.
A, B,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so like Superb is definitely Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Fan fucking tastic. I hope I'm allowed to swear on this because I swear a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
So after the Game Boy, my parents didn't like buy me even additional cartridges for the Game Boy. It just had like Mario and the Game Boy, and that was it. My next video game console was the N64, which I got at a garage sale with the Legend of Zelda. I think I got it for like $25. I'm literally like 12 years old on my bike, and I saw this and I bought it, and then I had to like ride home on my bike with my friend, like on my pegs, holding the thing. Like that was how we did it. And so I had that game and just grind that. And this is, as you remember, back in the day when you got stuck by a puzzle, you didn't have like the internet to go look to. I mean, we had the internet at that time, but it wasn't like the same.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same. You had to wait for your mom and dad to get off. It was a whole thing.
For sure.
Yeah, so you had to work at it. And so that's kind of like I really like. Also on that Superb list is Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is a brutal game, and I absolutely love it.
That's the one on GameCube, right?
Is it on GameCube? You can definitely get it on N64, but you need the additional memory upgrade thing, like that little red box.
That little expansion pack.
I did not know. I eventually found my Majora's Mask, but did not have the memory thing, so I just had the cartridge for a really long time. But that game's fantastic.
Gotcha. So let's save that for another video, because I know that there's like a big debate within the Zelda fans community. So I definitely want to hear like you all. I see Zach is in the chat. What's up, Zach? So I definitely want to hear. I know he has a strong opinion on that as well, and then I know Tom does. So I just want to get you all to just like battle it out in terms of like.
And I will say that one of the cool things about DCGG is that like we can have different opinions about things, and the community is like really healthy. So like us battling it out is really just for our own entertainment, not because like I need to be right about Majora's Mask, right?
Exactly. Yo, what's going on, Cole? I see you in the chat. Yeah, so that'll be a really cool. I'm very interested just from like a an outsider, just seeing like what you all decide on. But yeah, that does go to what you said about our community. I mean, we're all about we're adults. We all have different. And that's the thing about, and I love this about gamers. Like we all have, like we all have our intersections in terms of what our preferences are. Like there's a lot of us that love Call of Duty. There's a lot of us that like, Animal Crossing and things like that. Then everybody just starts to kind of like diverge and go into their own like little like games that they genres that they really attach with. And so I really enjoyed that. I really love just talking about it. I may not understand it in terms of why you like it, but I appreciate it, and I just love that we are able to kind of have a free space to just talk about that stuff. And then I'm gonna plug our Discord channel of unpopular opinions. Just wanted to create a space that we can uh, talk about things that you necessarily aren't very popular. You know, like for me, like I'm not, I don't understand the appeal of like Final Fantasy and things of that sort. But I'm not gonna get mobbed by Final Fantasy uh, fans and uh, but also just like being able to open up that conversation and talk about like, all right, so why don't I like it? What elements don't I like about it? And just kind of talking about that. So we have that space here at DC Gaming Group, and I think it all reflects off of our personalities. We just here to have fun. Like it's like I feel like a lot of the gaming community at large is just it's all about like like you said of trying to prove each other wrong basically, and it's like, dog, like, do you have fun playing a game? Okay, fine, you have fun like that. Enjoy your game. Like you don't have to like beat down somebody else like just because they don't find a game that enjoyable. Everybody has different preferences, so just trying to provide that space. And so I think it really reflects on our personalities. um Cool. Ren, so talk about some of the things you're working on at DC Gaming Group.
So, something I'm working on is definitely I am the host of trivia on Thursdays. We usually do it about once a month or so. So this is kind of nerds trivia, so it definitely has like a lot of like video game trivia, but also just like general nerd trivia. So this is the place where we care a lot less about who won the Grammys in 1991, and much more about like what Rick and Morty are up to this season. The other thing about trivia event is it's definitely trivia, but it's also just kind of like a community space, like sort of like a monthly meeting of DCGG members where we also just talk about like current events and whatever else we're into. So it's a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to start a kind of a little bit of tradition for when I'm on this, where I have a trivia question for Creston.
Okay. All right. Put
And
me on the
anyone
spot.
listening, this is going to be a question on Thursday, so you get rewarded for listening to the direct. So, Creston, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. In 2010, the U.S. military connected 1,700 of these consoles together to create the Condor
PS3.
cluster. Yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
There we
I was
go.
worried about. I was worried that would be too hard. Maybe I
Uh-uh.
need to make these more difficult.
Nah, you know me. I know that those weird stuff. I remember like we were having conversations in college about that. Because that was like that was at the height of like 360 versus PS3, and so everybody, all this Sony fans like, yeah, our computers, even the military, is using PS3s for their super computer, this and that. And so that was a what do you call it? That's a talking point in the console war saga. So yeah, so it was I randomly knew about that.
So what was fascinating to me in like doing the research for this question was the Department of Defense estimated that if they had tried to purchase all the hardware separately to do what this Condor cluster could,
Mm-hmm.
it would have cost them 10 times as much.
Oh, interesting.
Is that fascinating?
Well, and that's the thing. That's the thing. The history behind the cell processor that it was a combination of I think it was IBM. It was a coalition of companies that came together and created the cell processor that the PS3 runs on, which it was supposed to there was like grand visions of like that being like the future of like CPUs and things of that sort. I think it was like one of the first CPUs to actually have like multiple cores and things of that sort. So it was like super revolutionary in that front, but there were like horror stories on like actually like developers trying to develop for it and things of that sort. So PS3 has a very interesting history. And then like the if you ever go back and look at the E3 unveiling of the PS3, it was a complete disaster. So
Because that's the one where they came in at like a $600 price point, right?
exactly, yep. It was $600 and Ridge Racer. So people were like, "What?" And then they showed like the weirdest like game demos. It was just a total clusterfuck. So that's just fascinating in video game history.
the so who in that generation though, Creston, who would you say won the console wars?
Um, so majority of the time the 360 did, but the PS3 really closed the gap and then actually overtook the 360 in terms of sales towards the end. Because PS3 had a very interesting history. It started off like just complete shit. Got better, got better, got better, got better. Then it was like 2011 when there was that big hack, the PSN hack, that put PSN
I
off for
forgot
like,
about that until you said it just now.
yeah, it basically PSN was unavailable for like a month, and that's craziness. That's a lot of revenue lost. And then that was the birth of PlayStation Plus, where this was like a way to kind of give back to gamers, and that's when we started getting the free games from PlayStation and things of that sort. So it was like a whole like rebranding, and then Sony really did had to really cater to the gamers, and so they kept that momentum going all the way towards the end of PS3 into PS4, which is why PS4 is so successful right now, because they have like that energy of being a pro consumer, a pro gamer. So uh but in reality a lot of this stuff is not necessarily pro gamer, but we'll get into that another day.
For trivia. And this is
Yes.
exactly the kind of stuff I can talk about at trivia. So it's definitely like 60% trivia, 40% of us, just talking about nonsense like this. A lot of times these conversations actually feed into the next set of trivia questions. So if you tell me something, it might become a trivia question, uh, so that y'all know. Um, so what else are we working on for? Am I working on for upcoming events? Oh, we're starting a video series called The Game Tasting.
Mm.
So video games are a lot like a good dish of food. They usually have the influences of the creator, or the artist, or the chef. And it takes a lot of history to create a good game. No game is created in isolation. Just like a great meal. So the game tasting is we are going to talk to developers from the DMV area, and learn a little bit about the games that they are creating, including like how it was made, the mechanics, maybe get into a little bit of the technical side of like how they work, and most importantly, what drink these developers would pair their games with. You're going to start off with the contestants of the DC Game Jam. So this was a 24-hour game jam. A lot of really creative and fun games and simulations came out of it. So we're going to be talking with some of those developers in the next couple weeks.
Cool. Yeah, shout out to Cole, who placed fifth in the game jam. Cole is also one of the DC gaming group staff members, and also an ex Tag Labs alum as well. So shout out to you, Cole. Congratulations on the placement. Um, we're gonna actually have Cole on next week, talking about his experience with the game jam, and then we'll also get more into the game tasting series as well. So shout out to you, Cole, and congratulations, and can't wait till we hear more about that. Cool. So just kind of going down the upcoming events. So every week we have a Call of Duty game night. We usually start between 9 and 9:30 every Friday. It is a crazy good time. If you all have ever jumped into the stream when we're we're playing games, you see how crazy our game nights get. We're not we're big on the casual part of Call of Duty, and what that means is, we're not like we're not playing to compete in a tournament or anytime soon. Like we're literally just playing for shits and giggles and talk shit amongst us and the community, and just try to do the most outrageous stuff, and really just kind of take Call of Duty for what it is. So we usually start off we usually start the night by just doing random public matches, and then we jump into what my favorite part is, our custom games. And so our custom games is basically, we've compiled a whole list of game modes and loadouts that we do to just ensure like utter chaos amongst us. So an example of that is we have a loadout called Rambo, and what that means is everybody starts with crossbows and throwing knives as your secondary. So you literally run around and you try to kill as many people as possible with a crossbow. If you all have ever played Call of Duty, crossbows are very hard to use, but that's what makes it even more satisfying once you get somebody with a headshot and a crossbow. So modes like that is what we really encourage. We're really about including all skill levels and randomness, and so it's a really good time. So if you're interested in and the other cool thing about this year's Call of Duty is that it's crossplay, so it doesn't matter which platform you're playing on. We have people on the PlayStation, we have people on Xbox, and also on PC. So if you're interested and you have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, please come out and participate. It is a really good time. Trust me, it is utter chaos. It is hilarious. Um, so yeah, please check us out. We'll be posting throughout the week, talking about that.
I've jumped in the stream before just to listen to y'all as like background, and it sounds like y'all. It's a great time.
Yeah, it's craziness, and I'm glad that people get it, because I was worried about that, because I starting it off, like, Call of Duty is such a like try hard game. People go in there and really try to like be like super competitive, like, oh, what's your KD? Oh, my KD is trash, and blah blah blah. It's like, who cares? That, like, who cares? Like, just play the game, have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we really encourage. So every Friday at 9, we start at 9. So
Wait. You have to start downloading the update though at 8.
oh Jesus, don't remind me of the updates. We try to
You
like,
have to remind people about the updates though.
oh my gosh, like, I swear the updates, Call of Duty. Okay, so if Call of Duty is any indication on the size of games for next gen, our one measly 1 terabyte consoles are gonna just be
Oh no,
destroyed.
it's there's a whole other pay strategy in there that they're just setting us up for.
Oh, for sure, definitely, yeah, for sure, for sure. So, um, oh, what's going on, Kevon? Kevon is Negrito Suave in our Discord. He's also a participant of our Call of Duty nights. So yeah, yeah, we have a lot of fun on there. Um, so yeah, again, that is every Friday at 9. Definitely join us. It is a really good time. Cool. So let's jump into what we got going on or upcoming within DC Gaming Group. The first thing is our DC Gaming Group Fight Club. And what is that? Well, basically, it is a new program that we have for folks that play fighting games and folks that also don't play fighting games. So it's for people that are interested in getting better at fighting games, learning different fighting games, and then also just kind of running a bunch of casual matches with each other. It's just a place to really kind of like nerd out with uh, each other in regards to fighting games. There are so many uh, cool fighting games right now that we want to make sure we highlight that, and then we also provide a way for folks to feel comfortable being bad at a fighting game. It's one of the more intimidating genres. I think I would say in terms of just if you play somebody that really knows how to play, like it really shows. In certain games, you can kind of like hide that. Even in like Call of Duty, I mean, you can get around and get some kills off of really good players just here and there. But it's really evident in fighting games that the skill gap. So we just want to create a safe space for folks to not worry about that, not worry about it. The whole goal is for you to get better. So my partner in the fight club is Wallace. We'll have him on in the coming weeks to talk more about that. But we're planning on launching some part of early August or so. So stay tuned for that. We'll be playing games like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Soul Calibur. Also, the new Power Rangers game that game is amazing. And it's actually
Really?
yeah, it's actually really cheap too. And then it has crossplay. Crossplay is like it's like the best thing
We
ever.
need more games with cosplay. Gotta
Yes.
bring the people together.
Yes, I
I
swear.
hate this whole. It contributes to the console wars thing too, right? It's like, well,
Exactly.
Xbox people can only be friends with Xbox. Right? I know two girls. These girls would be BFFs, and so I introduced them to each other, and thinking, oh, they'll be able to play this fighter game they both like. And it turns out one was on PC and the other was on something
Uh
else, and it could never be. It could never
uh
be. Terrible.
Yeah, so I think that's the most exciting thing about going into next gen is the acceptance of crossplay by these big companies. I think the last company that was really reluctant on that was Sony, just because like once you're if you're on top of the hill, you don't necessarily need to share that. So I think I can kind of see where that comes from. But was that Thunder?
Yeah. Also, my lights just flickered, so if you lose me, we might lose power again. It's cool
Got
though.
you. Okay, cool. um,
Oh, yeah. Now you might. I think we're gonna lose power, guys. But I'll stay on until we do.
okay, cool. So yeah, Fight DC Gaming Group Fight Club. Stay tuned for that. We're gonna have some cool stuff going on. Oh, yeah, I saw the light flicker. Um, cool. Next thing we have is Jackbox Game Nights. Ren, did you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So Jackbox Game Nights is being started by another of our DCGG organizers, Tom, aka Detective Tomato, is his handle. So if you have not played Jackbox games yet, they're pretty cool. You just need one person to own the game, and then everyone else uses their phone as their controller. So what you do is there'll be instructions on the screen, and all you need to do to interact with the game is use your phone. So it's really cool, and what it means is that a lot of you can have 8 people playing the same game remotely. So these Jackbox game is going to be another sort of low skill community night where we're just going to play some trivia games. We're going to play some games kind of like Boulder Dash, if you've ever played. There's some games that it's a little bit like Pictionary, and they're all a lot of fun. And this is for all you lurkers out there. If you are nervous about joining a DCGG event, it's like, oh, I don't know, I'm not super good at cards, so I'm a little worried about that one. It's like, oh, I'm a little bit nervous about entering the fight club because maybe it's not my jam. If you're looking for events that to jump in on, Jackbox is absolutely the one for you. All you need is a phone and to sign into the lobby. And that are we gonna post our meetup link or our Eventbrite link on a like page, Question, so
Yeah,
people can figure out how to. Yeah, because I'm not sure if I assume we're doing that one on Discord too, but
yeah,
I'm not 100% sure. But
yeah,
yeah, definitely join on Jackbox. It's always actually a lot of fun.
yeah.
And like I said, all you need is a phone and to join the voice channel.
Yeah, Jackbox is a blast. So definitely, it's very low requirements in terms of participating. So definitely check us out and stay tuned for that. We'll have more information in the coming weeks on that. The next thing that we're working on for August is DC Gaming Group Game Club. So what that is basically it'll work the same way a book club will work, where us as a community will or us as a staff for DC Gaming Group will choose up to 4 or 5 different options, and then you as a community will choose a game that you want to play for that month, and then uh, throughout the month we'll also have like a specific channel where we can kind of talk about like our journey through the game, and then even post some spoilers and things of that sort. So but the cool thing about Discord is that we can hide spoilers for folks that aren't necessarily that far into a game, so uh which makes Discord just that more awesome. So yeah, Game Club is like I said is literally our book club, but we're just using games, and then as a community we're just going to play the games together, and then at the end of it, at the end of the month, we're going to come together and kind of discuss like how you felt about the game, where you think the series is going, that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have more information on that in the coming weeks as well.
Yeah, and then especially right now where a lot of us are kind of stuck at home. We're not getting as much stimulation, and so you would normally be playing these single player games anyway. So the game clubs definitely serve like a way for us to like continue to like have connections and have stimulating conversations, even if we can't like go to the bar and have it, right.
Exactly.
Kind of keep that that community aspect of our lives going, because it is very important.
For sure. Cool. Next thing that we have coming up is the DC Gaming Group stream team. So as a organization, we're really big on in the coming months just really having as much content as possible of what we're doing with DC Gaming Group. And one of the initiatives going forward is for all of us as DC Gaming Group staff um, to basically we're gonna have a stream schedule throughout the week where we'll have a multitude of different gamers streaming throughout the week on the DC Gaming Group Twitch channel. So so you'll see a lot of and this will really just represent the breadth of game preferences just within our community. And this is just as a staff, it's just a microcosm of that. But you take that and times it by 10 within our community, you'll really get a sense of like how diverse the group is in terms of not only uh, parents, and we come in all shapes and sizes, but we also uh, have a wide variety of game preferences and tastes as well. So the stream team is really just going to highlight that and really kind of create some cool content that you all can tune in on a daily basis and see what we're up to. So uh, that is also in the works, and we'll probably get going with that in August as well. August is going to be a good month for DC Gaming Group. I'll just say that. And we got the last thing, game tasting. Rennie, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So game tasting is the event or the video series that I mentioned a little bit earlier, where we are going to be interviewing game developers from the DMV area, and talking a little bit about how they got into game development, the current games that they're working on, some mechanics of how just the games work. We're really going to get into the recipe of a great game. So we're starting off with the contestants of the DC Game Jam. But if you are a game developer and you have either a game or a demo that you would like to showcase, absolutely reach out to either me or Corvus in the Discord channel, and let's set up a time for us to chat.
Cool, cool. Um, and to close it out, I just want to highlight some activities in Discord. We usually every Friday at 5:30 we have a happy hour. And there's a happy hour channel, voice channel, that you can join. And this is a really good opportunity just to kind of meet other DCGG members, just talk about random stuff and just kind of hang out. So if you're new to the DC Gamer Group community and you want to meet some folks, please join. It's every Friday at 5:30. And yeah, we make an announcement, so keep a lookout for that. It's a really good time. And it's a cool way to end off the week. Cool.
And then yeah, I think to just as a final pitch, Creston. So a lot of the events that we talked about didn't necessarily come from us as organizers. That's even not even the true word. We are organizers of it, but a lot of these events actually came of a really kind of crowdsourced from the community. So if you want to run an event, if you have something that you like to contribute into the community, this is absolutely a place to do it. We are very much a grassroots flat organization. And so if you want to say, oh, I think that this type of gaming, or oh, this would be fun to do, like absolutely reach out to me, Creston, Colwis. Like we will be happy to accommodate and hear any of your ideas.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. Is this is your community. Like we're just here to facilitate and to help get things going. If you have any ideas, just feel free to reach out to us. Like Ren said, this is a very open organization. We're not we're not super like formal or anything. Like we're here to have fun. We're just here to make sure that things are being done in a safe manner and organized manner. And so yeah, this is your community. So speak up if you want to see something, if you want to do something, just feel free to reach out to us. um cool. So in closing, so we have some big gaming industry news going on this week. The the new Xbox has been, the hardware and stuff has been revealed, and then some of like a small smidget of different games have been revealed for the Xbox Series X, the new Xbox. Um, and so Thursday, I think at 12 p.m. Eastern, they're gonna do a major unveiling of their newest games, which include the newest Halo. I'm a huge Halo fan, so you're gonna see me on the Discord uh, streaming a lot of Halo this week, just because I'm super jazzed. But also, we're gonna see a lot of other games. There's been rumors that new Fable is gonna be coming out. I know we have a lot of
Oh,
yeah, so I know we have a lot of Fable fans. That franchise hasn't been active in a while, so it's gonna be good to see that come back. Also, rumors about a new Perfect Dark, for our you N64 fans out there. Um, So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And so I want to hear from you. This is going to be a question of the week. What are you most excited about with the new Xbox? We'll post that in the general channel. But yeah, what are you most excited about with the new Xbox? Is it the games? Is it the hardware? Let's talk about it. And then on Thursday, we're gonna also have a special hangout where we'll create a new channel. Actually, no, we have a next gen channel that we can talk all about the press conference, what you like, what you didn't, that type of stuff. So exciting stuff. Like we're close to the next generation of consoles, so it's a very exciting time. So I definitely want to hear from you all and see what you all think about this next frontier. Cool. So I think that's it for us. Ren, did you have anything else? Any other updates or anything?
I think that's it. Come out, hang out with me on Thursday for trivia.
Yes,
Um,
trivia was 6:30, right?
yes.
6:30 on Thursday. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely it's always a blast. So please come out, hang out. We'll be hosting it here on Discord. So if you haven't joined our Discord yet, please go to DCGG.gg and you can sign up on our website. So um with that, I just want to bid farewell to everybody, and we're gonna be back next we let's see, yeah, we'll probably do these on Sundays instead of Mondays. Sunday yesterday was just, it was a wash. So um we'll be doing these on Sundays in the evening around like 6:37 time frame. So stay tuned for next week's show. But yeah, with that, I think that is it, and I want you all to have a good rest of the evening and also a good rest of the week. And I will talk to you all later.
Bye, guys.
Peace.